Well, what is going on, everybody? What's up, Stirls for the girls?
What is up, Joe? My guy. What's up, man?
I'm doing great, everybody. Welcome into the Hump Day Hotline. Jay Spence, the King, is on assignment. That's actually not true. He's just having some difficulties. So we've got a pinch hitter, and the pinch hitter is none other than my man, Sterling Furrow. Sterling, tell them where everybody can find you before I introduce the show. So we're going to start the show off with who you are, even though I have a feeling everybody here, Chris Janke, Vlad, like Rich Rush, Jay Spence is in the house. Everybody knows you. So, but anyways, for those that don't know you, tell them who you are, and then I'll intro the show.
Yeah, no, I'm Sterling Furrow of the Cover One Network. We have a show Tuesday nights called the HOOF Live. Have a podcast that drops on Friday. Yeah, man, Cover One. That's my home. That's where I do my with me and my guy Anthony and Eric.
Yeah, very good, very good. It's a great show. You guys should tune in. It was great that you guys got back into it yesterday, which was great.
Yeah.
And Jay and Spence, rather, you being on assignment was a better cover than you locked yourself out of your own damn house. I just want everybody to know that my cover was better than your cover. But so he's currently in Arizona, in the sun, sitting outside of his house, waiting for his wife to come home to let him in. So that's what's going on. But ladies and gentlemen, appreciate that, Vlad. You are tuned into the Hump Day Hotline on the Buffalo Rumblings Vidcast Network. My name is Joe Miller. I'm the host of the Hump Day Hotline. My normal co-host is not here. You just saw he's locked out of his house. So Stirls for the girls is sitting in for him. And we're going to have some conversation about the Buffalo Bills. What we're going to do tonight and what Spence and I were going to do, but now it's going to be Stirls and I. And Spence is in the chat. So Spence is going to follow along or give us his contributions in the chat this evening. We're going to go through and predict the records for the AFC East. So Jets, Patriots, Dolphins, and Bills is what we're going to do. So I'm going to do this impromptu. I did not study. So I pulled up all the schedules, but I didn't look at their teams. So I'm literally going to go gut check, like no research, no studying, just gut check, which I think is the best way. Did you prepare? Because I told you about an hour ago what we were possibly going to be doing. Did you prepare at all, or you just going gut too?
Yeah, if the Cover One of me says absolutely, thoroughly, right? But no, I didn't. I was just like, I don't know. So I don't even. Let's go. We're gonna just go off the cuff tonight. I'm cool with that.
So no Joe Miller monologue. If you're looking for the Joe Miller monologue, which I can do, you want that on Sunday nights. But Chris, I think you know that. So, yeah. Daniel says, "What's up, Sterling?" Brian Bowers is in the house. What's up, boys?
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good?
So Daniel Gowers is here. So Vlad. So everybody, if you're in whatever platform you're watching on, whatever platform you're listening to, jump on the like button, hump on the like button, or hump the like, as we like to say here on the Hump Day Hotline. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Buffalo Rumblings YouTube channel on YouTube, please do so. We are looking to get to 1,000 subscribers before the season starts. We're close. We are 100 people away. So we have done some serious work this offseason. I think last year when Spence moved to Rumblings and started doing live vidcasts, I think they had 13 or 23 subscribers last year. 13 or 23. Like, that's how low it was. And now we're at 900. So we've put in some work, Jay Spence and I have. So do us a favor, get our metrics up, get our numbers up, and jump on that like button. This is where I'm going to start. Before we get into the AFC East stuff, Sterling gave me a dope shout out last night. It was great to see the hoof back. Dude, I watched it today, and I had to blow Stirls up because he gave us all that. The weather's so nice in Colorado. And I was like, bro, it does not snow in Buffalo in June and September. Like, you guys will get 3 feet. And then he dropped the Siberia word on me. You live in Siberia. And I was like,
true. You do, though.
I almost came through the phone.
You do, though. And you know what? You would have came through the phone and you wouldn't have want to go back. It's like going to Narnia. You go and it's like, you know what? I'm good. I don't even care if the Ice Princess is here. We good. So
I do love Denver. Denver is a beautiful city. I love Denver almost as much as I love Vegas. It's just the scenery is incredible. Western New York, upstate New York is incredible as well. They're just very different. To me, I always liken Western New York or upstate New York to be the Tennessee of the North, only blue, if that makes any sense. So
I grew up in Tennessee, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah, mountain ranges, forest, lakes, streams, rivers, things like that. Whereas the scenery that you guys have, especially like in Boulder out there, and like the way the mountains surround you, is Vegas.
It's majestic. It's majestic. I ain't gonna lie.
It very much is. So yeah, getting back on point. So where I want to start tonight, and this was actually Spence's idea. So I'm going to throw it at you. You and I have not talked about this, so this is going to be literally off the cuff and gut check. What is going on with Bills Mafia Twitter, and it's even on Facebook, and people feeling like Cole Beasley and Jerry Hughes somehow are on the bubble? I know that it came from PFF, but I've heard it from more than there's a segment of people, and we're not going to go down this road. There's a segment of people that are talking about Cole Beasley being cut because of the COVID thing, the vaccination thing. So there's a little bit of mud in the water for them. But what is your take on this whole this concept that somehow, like, I had an argument on Twitter the other day with somebody telling me that Tyler Gentry and who was the other person? There was another player on the Bills roster, Isaiah McKenzie, can like make up for Cole's production. And I was like he's replaceable by those two guys. And I'm just like, you call me when Tyler Gentry leads the league. In
you mean Tanner Gentry?
Tanner Gentry, sorry. Yeah, Tanner
Tyler
Gentry.
too. Get Tyler ass in there too.
Chris Jenke was gonna correct me in about 3 seconds. But anyways, you call me when Tanner Gentry literally leads the league in yards of separation multiple years in a row. Not once, but like 2, 3, like is the guy that's like more wide open. Like Beasley is 7-11. As much as they call Chris Hogan that, Beasley's 7-11. So what is your take on this whole concept that somehow Beasley and Hughes are on the bubble? Hughes, who had one of his most productive seasons last year.
It's off-season form. We are peak off-season right now, where we just start getting a little crazy as Bills fans because the hope starts to bubble up again, right? And so these ideas, these Willy Wonka-ish ideas just start to flow, right? I will say, though, that Beasley, Hughes, this might be their last year in Buffalo.
I agree with that.
Right? I don't think it's this year, though. And I think we're going to get a very productive year out of Cole Beasley for one. And I would say Jerry Hughes will probably also have a 7-sack season. I think that's reasonable and fair for him.
Joe Marino from Locked On Bills, and I don't have the numbers that he came up with, but he had a bunch of numbers and a bunch of stats on how productive Jerry Hughes was. Like, he was right there with all the elites in pressures and just being around the quarterback in a fraction of the snaps, in like half the snaps, because they rotate so much. I just don't know where it comes from. As much as this very well could be Hughes's last year, and I probably see somewhat of a swan song from him, I'm not totally convinced this is Beasley's last year. I think Beasley still has some gas in the tank, only because he wasn't overused early in his career. So his age is a little bit of a mirage to me. So I could see him doing 1-year trailers or a 2-year like re-up, or a 2-year with a avoidable second year, if that makes any sense. I just don't see Beasley going down the road. Allen loves him as an outlet. Allen absolutely loves him as an outlet, and the dude is always open, and he catches the football. Helmet all like jockeying the other direction, but the dude comes down with the football like every single time, and he's always open.
Yeah, no, he is always open, and I think it's more of a situation where I think they're going to listen to Josh Allen, whatever he wants. I think Josh is going to get, but I think the numbers have to be right for both sides.
Yeah.
Right. And depends on what he produces this year determines, I think, what his future looks like in Buffalo, because I don't think they're going to want to pay $6, $7, $8 million for him. Right. When, it's how much are you willing to pay for an aging wide receiver is the question.
It's funny because now that you say that, I did not think about the fact that in the Overreaction show on Sunday, I did a projection for all the Bills receivers in yards, and I've got Diggs coming back to earth a little bit, 1,300 and change, something like that, and I literally have Beasley over 1,000. That I think that they're going to try to get Beasley his 1,000 yards, and if he gets 1,000 yards this season, you're right, he's going to be like, pay me, like roll up the truck, pay me. I got 1,000 yards, you're paying me now, which could be a little bit of a maybe they won't do that, but Chris Jenke is just letting you know that you're encroaching on his territory. Chris Jenke is the guy that corrects me when old man Joe, which I am, messes up. I was direct messaging. I was DMing him on Twitter the other day, dude. If I'm having a conversation with you and it's casual, or Spence, or the water cooler at work, or just whatever, like, I'm good with names. Are you like this? Like, super good with names? Oh
yeah, dude.
When I go live, it's literally what I just did. Tyler Gentry. Like,
yes.
Like I called Adrian Wilson Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson is a running back. Like,
man, I thought it had something to do with age, man. I was like, I'm starting to get gray in my beard, and so I'm like, dang, dog, like, I'm not a young Denzel no more. Like, I'm like dignified Denzel right now. You know what I'm saying? I just start forgetting stuff like names. I forget names, Joe. It's crazy. Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from.
but I don't forget him when it's just casual. There's something about being locked in and doing this live stuff that it just changes things. And, and I don't edit much. When I used to just record my podcast and drop it old school before I did it live, like if I did make a mistake, because I'd listen back to it before I like dropped it. And if I made a mistake, then I would correct it. Like I would just make a quick edit. And when you're live, you can't. Like this is what you see and what you hear is what you get.
But you're the legend. You're the legend, Joe. You're the voice. I mean, come on. Like nobody cares if you miss a name because everybody's like, oh my God, that feels so good coming into my ears right now. Like it's so silky and smooth.
I legit don't know where everybody. I'm not going to touch it. Daniel Gara says Hughes and Beasley will both definitely be a build this season. 2022 is another story. That's true. And yes, Chris Jenke. I'm going to make Chris Jenke the producer. So I'm going to.
That's my guy. That's my dude, man. That's my guy.
He's everybody's guy. He's just a man. And he's everywhere, which is awesome. Jenke is the fact checker. It is true. So we're going to Snopes. You need to change your name to Snopes. That's what it is. Snopes, the fact checking stuff. Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah, Richard Rush. I feel that blanking on names. So, anyways, getting back to this whole idea, I just don't see a realistic world where Cole Beasley is going to get cut. I don't see a realistic world where Jerry Hughes is going to get cut. Sorry about that. I hit apparently the space bar does the same thing that the whatchamacallit, the mouse button does. So I just don't see that world where one of these guys is getting cut. I don't see anybody that can take their place in the roster yet. Yes, Isaiah Hodgins, who I am a fanboy of Isaiah Hodgins. Everybody knows it. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for what he's going to bring. I just don't know that I think he makes the team. I'm just not convinced he's going to be a huge splash this season. To me, he's a fifth wide receiver on the field. If that makes any sense, they're going to be rolling with Gabe Davis, obviously Diggs, Sanders, and Beasley most of the time. Probably Diggs and Beasley, I think, 80%, 90% of the time when they're on the field.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, you mentioned Isaiah Hodgins. I mean, you said fourth wide receiver, and I think that's pretty high praise for him to be that high. I think what he does bring is size. I don't see another wide receiver in that room that has his size. So I mean, I think he can make a place for himself. I think it depends on what his route running, how much has he developed route running and separation, because that is the calling card that Brian Daboll seems to value the most. Your ability to play multiple positions, know where every wide receiver is supposed to be, and your route running and separation ability are the two things that Brian Daboll seems to value the most. So I think it's anyone's game. If you can come in here and be an extreme route runner, like, we have our top three, right? Beasley, Diggs, Sanders. Those three guys we know are going to.
Or Davis, but yes.
Well, those three they are elite route runners. And then
for sure.
We're still Gabe Davis, he benefited from a lot of people didn't pay attention to him that much. You know what I'm saying? He benefited from, I mean, even Diggs will tell you that the dude was wide open for touchdowns a lot last year because, I mean, Diggs, Beasley, John Brown when he was there and so forth. So
you're getting some attention.
It depends on how much he develops, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I like it. I can't complain.
And when I said fourth, fifth wide receiver off the bench, I meant like, excuse me, in four and five wide sets. So in 4 and 5 wide sets, typically that's where you're going to see Isaiah creep onto the field more than likely, in my opinion. Which is going to create a mismatch. It's going to create a nightmare for the safety that's on him at 6'4", 215 pounds, 220, whatever he's at. There's the potential there for him, and he's a little bit shaky and shifty, which is right from Josh Allen's mouth. So Chris, go ahead.
So when you look, I mean, I know you've seen him like in person. Does he look 6'4"?
Oh, he's 6'4", and he's got like his hairstyle makes him look taller because he pushes his hair up, so he even looks taller. But he's thin. Like he's not
T.O.
Eric Moulds. I mean, I've stood next to Eric Moulds before. Eric Moulds is 6'1", and he's just stacked, and that was 20 years ago when he was still playing. So he's not stacked like Eric is, but he's long and lanky, not probably as lanky as Robbie Anderson is, but he's right. I'm trying to think of a wide receiver that I could comp him to as far as like more tall and lanky.
Jordan Matthews
probably, a little bit taller and lanky as far as that goes. Chris Jenke asks, do you guys feel like cutting Hughes would have a bad impact on the locker room? People are all focused on money rather than chemistry. This is a great question. I'll let you go first.
No, I don't feel like it would have a bad impact because I think you have, the Bills have Josh Allen. They got Tremaine Edmonds. Those are the two voices, I think, in that locker room right now that matter the most. And Trey White, you could throw him up there. Deion Dawkins. I mean, the Bills have the luxury. They have the luxury of having a lot of leaders in the room who have the DNA that Sean McDermott brings to the table. So I don't think cutting Hughes will have a bad impact on the locker room. I don't think so.
So for me, I loved what I saw when Kyle Williams left. Jerry Hughes stepped into a leadership role. Like, he just emerged as a leader that we had not seen from him before. He was always somewhat of a havoc wreaker on the field, and obviously was getting, personal fouls and all kinds of crazy stuff. But like, he became this guy when Kyle left. And I like that about him. And what we know about Beane and McDermott is they always want a veteran in each position group room. So I think there would be somewhat of an effect there, because that's going to leave you with what, Mario Addison? Isn't he at that point in time the aged veteran? I don't know that Beane or McDermott would want Addison leading that room versus Jerry Hughes, which is another reason I think Hughes sticks around for another year. But you don't know, right? So I don't think it'll affect it culture-wise. These guys know it's a business. They're all best friends. They all love each other. They all hang around together. Like, they're a very, very tight football team, and they know their friends that are good players this year are going to get released because the team is deep. Yeah, really, really deep. Like, so that's going to happen. Matthew Massaro, welcome to the show. Thank you for contributing. Will they likely use 2 wide receivers to cover both kickoff and punt return? Will be nice if they can find one player to do both. I said on my show, I had, when I was talking about wide receivers, I had Stevenson and Ike making the team. Ike is a punt returner, Stevenson is a kick returner, and I think they're going to hope that Stevenson becomes both next year. But somebody told me that they thought the Bills did go get a punt returner, kick returner, didn't they? Like some no-name guy.
Yeah, they did. I think they could. I think they're going to use 2, just because, I mean, it fits the DNA of what they like to do. Have multiple guys at these positions until they feel comfortable with one. So I would say I don't think they're going to hand that to a rookie day one. This isn't a situation where Tremaine Edmonds and Trey White, they had to start week 1, right? Right. This is a situation where you got guys that can do it. I mean, Micah Hyde can do it if you need him to. We know Micah Hyde's going to at least secure the ball, right?
Very much so.
So I think they're okay. So I think they're gonna try it out a couple of guys and see how it goes, probably the first 4 weeks. And I think once you get to the middle of the season, I think we'll start to see one guy stick out. Hopefully it's Stevenson. I would love for him to step up and contribute that way. I think he has a little bit of wiggle and he has ability for a big play. So I think, fresh legs, young, shoot, throw his butt out there and let him run around. As long as he can. You got Isaiah McKenzie too. Like, I was here in Denver when Isaiah McKenzie was with the Broncos, and really? I every year I go to Broncos training camp because it's right down the street, pretty much. Right. And Isaiah McKenzie fumbling, and even at training camp, my guy was just fumbling, and it wasn't just a game thing; it was like in practice too, and they stuck him out there. First year, he was back there, punts and kickoffs. So but I think he's mature enough in his game now where that's not really an issue. I guess we haven't seen it become an issue. So I think the Bills are going to be okay in that department.
The concern I have for Stevenson is he's never returned a punt. He's never in his college career returned a punt, which is a little bit concerning. So Vlad says, Joe's voice, a glass of bourbon and chill. Just so you know, this is 3-quart bourbon. So I'm still drinking my wife got me about a 3-quart bourbon for Father's Day. So I'm still sipping on it. Yeah, it's
sipping. Good. My guy Joe's sipping. Okay. Now he's right though. He's right, man. The silky voice, that butter and that butter and bourbon, dude. That's what it is, dog.
Andrew Miller, this is my brother, Andrew. He says the Plaxico Burress comp, probably. Clearly Plaxico Burress, I think it was a first round or second round draft pick, so his grade was a little bit higher. We have yet to see. I've got an interview with Isaiah coming up, and we keep missing each other as far as we get it scheduled, and then something happens and one of us has to cancel. But one of the things that I want to talk to him about is just how he feels, because he was a mid-round grade, right? 3 to 5 is what his grade was. He ended up going 6. But for me, he is the most widely anticipated player coming into camp this year. In my opinion, no, Bills Mafia is excited to see this kid play because we heard about him last year, right? And then we've already heard about him this year in OTAs and mini camps. I think he's incredibly people are just anticipating to see him and see what he can do in a uniform in a live situation preseason game. So are you excited to see him, or is there somebody else that you're kind of coined on? Don't say Groot. Don't say Groot.
No, see, okay, so listen. I don't want to I'm not calling him Groot, and I'm not calling Carlos Boogie until you show me something. You're not getting these cute little nicknames until you show me something. And I was saying on the hoof last night, like the only boogeyman that I know is Gucci Mane. Okay, and the real ones know what I'm talking about. Gucci Mane's the boogeyman of the rap game. So until he shows me what he could do on Sundays, I'm not giving them no nicknames. No.
Right.
So, but I do want to see Isaiah Hodgins. I want to see what he could do, because this is a guy that, you know, a couple years ago that he had like top 3 set of hands in the draft. I mean,
right.
His catch radius is out of this world. I mean, and that's something the Bills could completely use in their passing attack.
Yeah, for sure. And when I read his numbers, when I check his stats and I read his numbers, so he's a very highly productive wide receiver in his 3 seasons at Oregon State. He caught 176 passes for 2,322 yards, 20 touchdowns, second team all Pac-12, drafted in the 6th round by the Bills. He reminds me, those stat lines remind me of when the Bills drafted Stevie Johnson in the 7th round. And I remember when that happened, when the Bills drafted Stevie Johnson, everybody was like, well, he's just going to be a camp body. And I was like, why? He went to Kentucky and he's got the numbers. Who's to say that he can't make it in the NFL? And sure enough, he carved himself a path and became.
Stevie's cut different though. Stevie was.
No, I'm not saying they're the same player.
I know.
Like Isaiah did work. He put in work in Oregon State, which is a D1 real school. Like he played against real competition.
And it's Oregon State. Did you know who their quarterback was? No,
nobody.
Right, nobody. The guy was putting up numbers, and he had who was the starting running back?
Chris Jenke probably knows.
Yeah. Like have nothing to do on a Saturday, but I'm gonna check out Big Knee State today and see what's going on. It's like not me, guy.
Exactly. No, exactly. Yeah. It's exactly right. So I just when I see his stats, I'm just saying, to me, he's not an outlier. It's not improbable that he could come to the NFL and make a splash, make some noise. Now he's clearly not a burner. So there's questions around his straight line speed, but the NFL, even Bruce Nolan would tell you, the verticality is the word that he used. Guys don't have to be super fast to get deep. They just don't. Guys don't have to be super. There's a lot of not super fast guys in the NFL that make a lot of hay and have a very, very successful career. Yeah. As far as that goes. But so let's do this. We've been talking for a little bit, and this is fun. And I love the chat and the comments, and what's going on in the comments section is a lot of fun. You guys are just all over it, and love the conversation that we're getting already. I'm just reading the comments here real quick. And if you see something, let me know. I should have given you some control so you could throw some stuff up. But what we're going to do now is we're going to transition. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the Jets? Do you want to start with the Bills? Do you want to start with the Dolphins? Do you want to start with the Patriots?
Let's just start with the Patriots, shall we?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to predict, and I'll call them out, and I'll have a line for you and a line for me. And we're just going to predict records, right? As far as for the season for the Patriots, for the Dolphins, for the Jets, and for the Bills. And the Patriots' first game of the season, September 12th, Dolphins at the Patriots. So they've got the Dolphins at home on September 12th, 4:25 game, which is a weird start in New England opening week.
Dolphins at the Patriots. God dang. I'm going to say Pats get a W.
I agree. I think that's one of those games where Bill Belichick is going to. I don't know that. And we really can't break down every single game, or we'll be here for 3 hours. But
for sure,
I'm really concerned about. It should get easier as we go. But I'm really concerned about what Bill Belichick is doing in New England. He is literally putting together an offense that defenses don't want to play. I'm not saying that he has resurrected perfectly the Hernandez Gronkowski offense, but Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry aren't slouches, and they're literally going to line up with Cam Newton, who is apparently saying he's healthy now. He's admitted that he was broken, and he's now saying he's completely healthy. That's a scary offense when you consider a quarterback that can just truck people, and when he's in trouble, he can just dump it off to those two guys that can truck people. So mismatched nightmares. But all that to say this, I think that the Belichick will have enough out there for them to confuse that Dolphins team, and I'm not sold on Tua yet. So I'm not gonna dialogue or monologue every single game. So I apologize, but that's just how I feel. You got any thoughts on that one?
No, I agree with you. But I think Cam he has to say he has to save the Cam campaign going into the season. He's got to drum up some excitement. So this is a guy he hasn't been the same since 2016. He'll tell you that. I believe that part, but I think it's between the ears that it's his problem, and his mechanics are kind of always been flawed. So I don't see much improvement coming from Cam this year. Not gonna lie.
For sure. September 19th, Patriots at Jets. So they're at MetLife the very next week. So they start out AFC East division rivals 2 weeks in a row.
That's a win.
He's got. That's a win as well. Who's the quarterback? Is it Cam? Cam's the quarterback of that football team?
Yeah, Cam's gonna be the quarterback for the first 8 weeks.
Gotcha. Saints at Patriots.
Saints.
Really?
Yeah.
Winston, huh?
Yeah. I think the Saints are still a good team. And until you can find out who's going to match up with Alvin Kamara, a healthy Michael Thomas.
Yeah, you're going to talk.
And both quarterbacks that they have, Jameis or the other guy, what's his name? Taysom Hill. They both can play. And the system is what makes them great, or not great, but palatable, right? So I think they're going to be fine. Sean Payton's a great coach. Bill Belichick's a great defensive mind, but I think Sean Payton gets the edge here.
Yeah, you've got me convinced. I'm going with the Saints as well. Buccaneers at Patriots. I'm going with the Bucks.
Oh yeah, and Brady he ain't giving 0 Fs, if you know what I mean. Brady is gonna try to hang 60 on them. I swear.
For sure.
Brady is that petty, and I love it. I love it.
They might run the ball 5 times that whole football game.
Yeah, he's throwing all day long.
Like literally 5 times. Patriots at Texans. Clearly the Patriots are winning that football game.
Yeah, who the what?
The Patriots and the Texans.
Texans? Like no, the Texans don't even. They don't even have a team right now. They don't even.
That's the first time I've gotten a dry heave on the show right there.
Yeah, like that's what when I think of the Texans. What Philip Lindsay gonna play quarterback now? What y'all got for quarterback? I don't know.
That's such a weird situation too, because we've not heard a peep from Deshaun Watson. We haven't heard a peep from the Texans. We haven't heard a peep from the NFL. And there's a million civil cases against him. Like, what is he going to get? Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Is he going to get traded? Is he going to get suspended? What is going
that?
on?
I don't care if he plays. David Culley is your head coach.
Yeah.
That is rough. And the dude was like, look, you know what? You guys go ahead and take the rest of training camp off, man. Mini camp. Like, we've done. You guys have done enough. No, if you start off 0-5, the fans are already going to be pissed. But you're just carving yourself, man, an exit. Get out of here.
He might not make it to week 6, but yeah. Cowboys at Patriots. I'm going to Cowboys.
This is the two evils. I guess I'm gonna go to Cowboys just because.
Jets at Patriots.
Patriots.
Same. Dude, you and I are locked in right now. I don't know we've deviated. Patriots at Chargers. That's a fun game, right? So
no Anthony Lynn. Somebody's gonna make an educated decision.
You as a
late game.
You as a film studier, how do you think that affects Justin Herbert, who had a great Anthony Lynn is an offensive mind head coach and is quarterback friendly. We know from him being in Buffalo, he's quarterback friendly. How do you think a new head offensive coordinator is going to affect Justin Herbert? Because by and large, and I said this on my show on Sunday night as well, it is no mistake or no small thing that Allen had Dable his entire career to get through a lot of those growing pains and a lot of that, like to build that trust and that respect and stuff like that. Like to have a guy on your side that knows your strengths and weaknesses and does that make sense? How do you, so I have to say this from the film study you've watched, if you've watched any on Herbert, how does the new offensive coordinator affect him?
I mean, you can't take it lightly. I think it's going to affect him a little bit, but one of the cool things about Justin Herbert is the way he processes the game pre and post snap. That's the thing that, like, we all know he has a big arm and so forth, but he is a smart player. I think, Brandon Staley is their coach now. He's a defensive minded guy, but he kind of lets the quarterbacks, from everything I've heard and read, he's going to let them do their thing. So
yeah.
Anytime you see a change like that, it's going to affect. But I think one of the things that Justin Herbert brings to the table is this mental processing. So the real question is, what's the offensive line going to be like? For sure. For the Chargers. And if he could trust the offensive line, I think we'll see similar-ish numbers. I don't think he's going to have, as big numbers as he did, but, we may say a little drop back, but I think he'll be okay. He's a good player.
And there's people comping Isaiah Hodgins to David Nelson. That's actually not a bad comp outside of the fact that David Nelson was an undrafted rookie free agent who walked on. Whereas Hodgins, was expected to go 3-4-5. He went 6, but he was expected to go 3-4-5. So, and that means a lot in the NFL.
Yeah.
When a player is expected to go 3-4-5, because that means he's coming with some credentials as far as that goes. Patriots at the Panthers. So Sam Darnold looking to get some revenge at home against the Patriots.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers just because. Listen, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I think Sam Darnold is a good quarterback, and I think he's gonna have something to prove.
Yeah,
I think they can get it done. Christian McCaffrey healthy. The Panthers are doing it right. I like that.
This is where the first time we're going to deviate. I'm going to go with the Patriots in that game.
Okay.
I think that you're talking about the head coach that had the boys seeing ghosts. And I just think that Belichick is in his head a little bit. So,
hey, we all learn, don't we? Well, you hope so.
Some do.
You hope so.
Some do, some don't. Browns and Patriots.
Browns.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Browns are gonna get them. I mean, when you got Odell dancing on TikTok, man, and doing, it's gonna be a good season for the Browns. Okay.
So I've got the Patriots.
Kidding.
I've got the Patriots currently at 5-5. You've got them at 4-6. So Browns, Patriots at Falcons.
Oh God, Patriots.
Oh, for sure. I'm taking the Patriots over the Falcons. Titans at Patriots.
Titans. And this will be the last game that you see Cam Newton right here.
You think so?
He's done. I think they're going with the rookie after that.
So 5-7 is the time to put the rookie in, even though he is not ready for prime time. He is not ready for prime time.
Well, how do we know that?
And is he going to be wearing number 50 or is he going to have a quarterback number?
Let him wear 50. He got to wear 50. He got to. He's like your fourth grade teacher, single, just nerd,
right?
Pocket protector,
fat,
but likes to go to the bar and drink a lot. That's Mac Jones.
So amazing. So the NFL saving all the suspense for late in the season. December 6th, the Patriots finally play the Buffalo Bills. They go to Buffalo, and they play the Bills in Buffalo.
Oh, Bills by 3 touchdowns.
By a billion? Bills by a billion?
By 3 of them things. 3 touchdowns. Bills gonna get them by 3 touchdowns.
I got the Bills as well. Patriots at the Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. Yep, same. Bills at Patriots. Give me the Bills.
Bills.
Yep. So you now have them at 5-10. And I've got them at 6-9. This is not. We are nowhere as close to what Colin Cowherd and the experts are picking the Patriots to be this year. We are not even close.
Well, because we actually watched them, whereas Colin doesn't watch them.
I think I saw they had him at 10-7 on his show today. 10-7.
Oh, come on,
that they had him at. Yeah,
Boston has a big TV market. They're gonna gas him up some. So
play to that market. Jaguars at Patriots. This game may never end.
Yeah.
If the tie rule was not in effect, that game might still be being played in 2022.
And we don't know if Urban Meyer's still going to be the coach. He might quit. We just don't know.
Urban is not.
Look, I don't want to hear it. I hate Urban with a passion. I cannot stand that guy. He's so good. But
Bucks.
Listen, why you gotta do that? That's not even okay right now. Why you gotta do me like that?
My wife graduated from OSU, and my kids are born in OSU.
She ain't on the show right now. Get out of here with that.
Go Bucks. You're a Michigan fan, right? Aren't you a Michigan fan?
Big time. Yeah, I hate Ohio State. I can't even believe I'm wearing. Now I gotta take my clothes off. I gotta take my clothes off because I'm wearing red.
What's it like being a fan of the basically Detroit Lions of the college football ranks?
It's tough, and we want to be so important. We're Michigan. Like, no, we're sucking like bad. We suck.
We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan.
But our basketball team, hey, we be balling. Football, what?
Oh, I forgot for a moment that you were a Michigan fan. Go Blue.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Don't throw me no bone. Just go on, whatever.
We don't use that M word around these parts. Last game of the season, Patriots at the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins in that game.
Yeah, the Dolphins and the Patriots always split. So yeah, we'll let them have that one.
So you've got the Dolphins. I thought you took the Dolphins in the first one, so that means you would be taking the Patriots in this one.
Oh, did I?
You did?
No. I took the Patriots in the first.
Oh,
game.
I think I took that's what I did. So yeah, so you've got them finishing what looks to be 6-11.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
6-11, and I've got them finishing 7-10, which isn't much better for the Patriots. So we will put the Patriots to bed. And anything you want to add to that before we jump over to the New York Schmucks?
No, man, let's go.
The Jets. So the Jets suck. September 12th, the Jets are going to, you gotta love the NFL schedule makers, going to Carolina to play Sam Darnold week 1.
And I'm gonna watch Disney's Fantasia. Like, I mean, I don't care. Give me the Panthers.
Oh, for sure. Definitely taking the Patriots in that football game. Week 2, Patriots at the man. They're not that it's going to be an easy road for the Jets, but they're really not making it easy. Patriots at the Jets, week 2, September 19th. Home opener at MetLife.
Patriots. God.
Are we going to go first team to go 0-17?
I don't know.
Jets at Broncos. So it's still Drew Lock right now, but we could potentially see a Deshaun Watson. We could potentially see an Aaron Rodgers end up in Denver, right? But right now it's still Drew Lock. So how much do you believe in Drew Lock? Can he grow? Can the Jets squeak one out?
I believe enough in Drew Lock to beat the Jets. Now, I don't know if I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets, and I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to the Jets this season. I think if you're going to do that, you need to pull the trigger now. Training camp is here. If you're not, listen, I don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's funny because you live out there, so I would think you'd have some gas on the Broncos.
Dude, you would think that the Jesus Christ is coming to town. As much as Bronco fans are hoping for Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers, they are like pulling. I'm talking.
What happened to him before? It would be the second coming of Jesus Christ to Denver because
we got Peyton. He was here. Yes, he was here last night at the All-Star game. You know, he lives here, right?
Yeah.
But no, man, you would listen. These people out here really want, and I understand. I get it because if you put a quarterback like that on their team, they're like a Super Bowl contender. So, but it ain't happening. It's not happening.
For sure. So you got the Broncos over the Jets. Week what's this? 4? Week 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Titans at the Jets. I'm taking the Titans in that football game.
Oh yeah, Titans for sure.
So we're in agreement there. Jets. Oh, this is an interesting one. Jets at the Falcons. I'm actually going to take the Falcons.
Yeah, give me ATL, baby.
Hotlanta.
And Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
Exactly. Jets at the Patriots on October 24th.
Patriots.
Good Lord.
I'm at 0-8.
We're at 0-6 right now.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Bengals, the Bungles at the Jets, October 31st.
The Bengals. Give me the Bengals. This is I'm gonna pick whoever's playing the Jets. I'm picking them to lose just because for sake of the show.
Joe Burrow. I mean, yeah, give me Joe Burrow all day.
Yeah, long. All day long.
Yeah, all day long. Jets at the Colts. I'm taking the Colts. this is
0-8. Oh, love it. I love it.
Week 9 doesn't get much better. Bills at the Jets in the house that Josh Allen built.
It's torture, y'all. It's torture for the Jets.
throw the damn towel. The damn towel.
Oh, man. White flag. Y'all need to see the
shades of Rocky 3. Throw the damn towel when Apollo Creed was getting murdered by the big Russian.
Oh, man.
So Bills at Jets. We got the Bills. So we both got them at 0-9 right now. So which is what they didn't. Was it last year that they weren't winning the game? Was it last year? It was last year, right? Yeah, where they were same scenario. November 21st, Dolphins at the Jets.
Dolphins. I mean, Xavier Howard is probably going to be the only one that scores a touchdown.
All right, the great equalizer. Here we are, November 28th. The New York Jets are in Houston to play the Texans, who probably have a fired first-year head coach by this point.
Okay, I think it ends in a tie. It's gonna be a tie.
Sterl's
it's gonna 9-9. 9-9.
You went with
tie.
A push. I'm taking a push on that one. So the house still wins. How can you take a tie? I gotta put a squiggle over.
Okay. Give me the Houston Texans on that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give me the Texans.
I'm actually gonna give the Jets a W in that.
I'm not there.
Eagles at the Jets, December 5th.
Oh, man.
A drive across the bridge, both green teams playing each other at MetLife Stadium.
Ooh.
Jalen Hurts, right? And that's
quarterback. Oh, man. Give me the Jets.
Is it Hurts?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jordan Love is in Green Bay, right?
Give me the Jets on this one. Wow. Yeah, look, Zach Ertz is going to fumble.
If he plays.
At a crucial time, just because he's not in the Bills uniform. I'm throwing some shade at Zach Ertz, even though it's not even his fault. I'm just gonna throw some shade at him.
This is a tough one. Do I believe the Jets can put 2 in a row together?
No, hell no. That's what? No.
Well, you've got that. That's your first win, but I got the Jets beating the Texans the week before. I'm gonna take the Jets for that game too. So I got the Jets winning 2 games in a row. So,
okay.
Saints at the Jets. I've got the Saints.
Do we even need to say?
Yeah, we know who Sterl's got. Jets at the Dolphins, December 19th.
Dolphins.
In a TBD game, so a potential flex game, which is really, really weird.
Please flex that. We really need that, NFL. That would be great. I love to see that. Love to see the great minds put a great show.
This is
for us.
This is the spoiler moment. If there be any Dolphin fans in the chat, I would love to see the Jets beat the Dolphins here. How amazing would that be if the Jets, like if the wheels just come off for Tua and the Jets beat the Dolphins? I'm going to take the Jets in that football game.
The wheels are already going to fall off for Tua, but I'm still taking the Dolphins.
All right, you got the Dolphins. So you got them at 1-13. I've got them at 3-11. 3-11 right now. 3 games to go. I think 3 games to go. Jaguars at the Jets.
Urban Meyer quits, comes back. His first game back, because he's going to be sick. Urban's going to be sick for like 8 weeks because he's going to go 0-3. He's going to come back, and this is the first game back. They're going to win. They're going to win.
So you've got them winning. I've got the Jaguars winning that football game too. Even though I'm going to say it, not a believer in Trevor Lawrence. That's just me. I'm just saying, I'm not a believer in Trevor Lawrence. Buccaneers at the Jets. I'm going to take the Bucks.
Oof, baby.
1-15. Last game of the season,
buddy.
Coming into Buffalo, January 9th.
Oh man, this is gonna be bad. Flex that game, NFL. Put them on Monday Night Football with the Bills. That'd be fantastic.
Well, if the Buffalo Bills backups can put a 50 burger on the Dolphins, who need to win to make the playoffs, what are the Bills backups gonna do to the Jets?
I don't know, man. They're gonna get Nathan Peterman. They're gonna trade for Nathan Peterman midseason, and he's gonna start this game. Okay, he's going to start, or they're going to get Derek Anderson to come out of retirement to beat them. That's what's going to happen.
So you've got the Jets finishing 1-16. I've got them finishing 3-14, and yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love the way that season shapes up for the New York Sucks. Any final words for the Jets before we close them out?
You know, I'm concerned about Zach Wilson's choice of Lululemon pants, according to his mother. So what is he going to wear to postgame? That's more what I'm concerned about, because he really had to DoorDash really hard to get those Lululemons. Just saying. Saying.
I'm not getting drawn into this conversation.
I just brought you into it. Okay.
This is Cole Beasley vaccination conversation, and I'm not getting drawn into it.
Okay, these are not the same. These are not alike, sir. Not alike.
What man wears Lululemon pants? What is going on there?
Have you seen Zach Wilson? That boy is pretty. So
is Tom Brady. He ain't wearing Lululemon pants.
If Zach Wilson had your voice and them looks, bruh.
He'd be Chris Hemsworth. He'd be Thor.
Telling you,
dude. Thor. Look, I'm just gonna say it. Thor. The guy, Chris Hemsworth, is one of the most beautiful men on the planet, and his voice is incredible. Like,
he's a sexy man, dude.
He can do whatever he wants to do in this world.
I like him. I got a crush on him. And I don't even like dudes like that.
Make him the president of the world and have him just talk to us all the time. Like,
yeah, and that after morning scruff. It just like, oh God, like. This is everything in life I'm missing right now.
I don't know if you saw the Last Vacation movie. He doesn't take himself too seriously either, which is even more beautiful about it. Like, he's just a good dude. So we're totally sidebarred. Moving on to the fish. So we're going to squish the fish here as I'm taking notes. So week 1, September 12th, the Dolphins at the Patriots. I think we already called this game.
Yep.
You had the Patriots and I had the Dolphins winning, right?
I think you were Patriots.
No, I had Patriots winning. You had Dolphins winning.
No, right? I had the Patriots too. I'm not picking I had the Dolphins beating the Patriots the last game of the season.
Oh, that's right. So we were both. Wait, I had the Patriots.
You had the Patriots because we're talking about Belichick's preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him.
That's where we might get tripped up here. Maybe not, because it's the Jets and the Jets suck.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get tripped up on that. Week 2 for the Dolphins. Facsimile of last year. Week 2, the Buffalo Bills trot into Miami. Hopefully this year the power works and we'll actually get to see Stephon Diggs score his first touchdown in Miami. I don't know if you've ever been in that stadium. It's a hole in the earth. It's a dump. They talk about Buffalo and Ralph Wilson Stadium being a dump. Believe me, that
stadium is a dump.
It's a dump. It's not nice. But it's nice.
It's new.
It's old. That stadium's like 15, 20 years old. It's really old.
Okay, that's new to me.
But they just put the cover on it. So they just put the covers on it over the seat.
Oh, okay. They just make it look.
But it's going to be full of Bills fans, and it's just not a nice stadium. Anyways, sidebar. My bad. I'm ADD. Bills at the Dolphins, September 19th.
Bills are going to kill them.
What's funny to me is the amount of people that are worried about the heat in that football game. And it's like the Bills didn't have a problem with heat in the last time, and it rained too. There was two narratives in that football game this past season, 2020. Number one, Josh Allen can't throw in the rain. He threw 400 yards in the rain. And number two, the heat. Like the Bills can't play in the heat. I was like, did you watch that football game? Because
Do you know where most of these brothers come from in the NFL? The southern regions, man. They don't care about no damn heat.
Florida, Alabama, Louisiana.
Yeah. They do. We don't care about the heat. Like it's hot everywhere down there. It don't matter.
Yeah, it's always hot for sure. So week 3, Dolphins at the Raiders. First Raiders sighting of the season. I got the Raiders in this football game.
I'm gonna take the Raiders.
I love me some Derek Carr. I've said this to Spence.
I
don't know. We're talking about beautiful men, but time out. We're talking about beautiful men. So like we were talking about Chris Hemsworth, and I'm secure. I'm secure enough in my manhood. I've said this to Spence before. There's something about a dude being on a pirate team, right? And when you look in his face mask, when he's got the helmet on, it looks like he's got mascara on, and he's got black lines around his eyes. He literally looks like a pirate inside of his helmet. I'm a Derek Carr fan.
He said, "Wait a second, like he got eyeliner on, man. So what? He's an '80s rock band dude.
Yeah, it's mascara.
What is he? What is he?
Well, Johnny Depp. When Johnny Depp was Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm just saying.
Oh man, that's hot. That's
I'm just saying, dude.
That's a hot take right there.
I'm just saying he looks good. He looks like a pirate inside of his helmet. I'm not saying he's wearing mascara. I'm just saying it looks like he's got dark. Right? It's just anyway. I digress. So I got the Raiders. You got the Raiders. Week 4, October 3rd. Colts at the Dolphins.
Colts.
Really? You're that quick?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Man.
Carson Wentz is that dude. I don't care what nobody says. Carson Wentz can play.
That is a hot take that I agree with.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people that don't think that Carson Wentz is going to be able to resurrect his career with Frank Reich. And I am actually on the side that I think that Wentz is actually going to probably ball out this season.
Yeah, I mean, and you got Jonathan Taylor back there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Michael Pittman coming in his second year, and T.Y. I mean, Carson Wentz. Listen, we haven't seen Carson Wentz in a normal structured situation since their little Super Bowl run, right?
Right.
Because things kind of fell disarray. But if you watch the tape, last year you can't really count last year because there were just a lot of factors. He was trying too hard. But before that, man, the guy could play. Frank Reich is the guy who actually made Carson Wentz. If you really want to talk about it, I think the first time. Yeah. And Joe DiFilippo.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that really were instrumental in his career. So that's why I think that's part of the reason why he went there. So I think we're going to see old Carson Wentz again.
It was not an accident or a mistake that he ended up back with Frank Reich.
Oh,
he told his agent, I want to go to Indy. If they want me, that's where I want to go. For sure.
It's a great business decision for him.
For sure. So you've got the Colts. I think I took the Colts as well. So we're at 1-3. Man, we have the Homer goggles are securely affixed.
It's peak off season
to our eyes. Oh, Dolphins and the Buccaneers. Give me the Bucs.
Yeah, give me the Bucs. oh God, give me the Bucs.
All right, here we go. So the Dolphins are going to snap that losing streak. Dolphins against the Jaguars, October 17th.
Yeah. This is the game that Urban quits. I'm telling you, he go quit. He go just stop. He go like, oh my heart.
Oh my heart. Speaking of a big old boy, Urban Meyer's tall too. He's like 6'1", 6'2".
I don't care how tall Urban is. He whatever. I don't care.
He's a better coach than Jim Harbaugh or whoever you got up there.
So that ain't saying much. I know that. I know he's a dang good coach.
Why is that guy still there?
Because he's a Michigan man. Like, get out of here with that. Get out. Miss me all day with that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work. But
it does not. It hasn't worked. I don't care what nobody says. It hasn't worked.
I don't understand. I'm
a little salty, but whatever.
Falcons at the Dolphins, October 24th.
Give me the Falcons.
Wow.
And you almost said Falcons. You know, like Anthony. Anthony says that I be wanting to jump through the. It
was an accident. It was not.
Anthony, if you notice, Anthony, he says the Falcons. Like who?
I've never paid attention. I just know that Anthony sounds like Chris Brown. Bill's Chris
right.
Brown.
He does, don't he?
Yeah, for sure. But that was an accident. I did not mean to say that. I am a Falcons kind of enunciator. So enunciator, whatever it is. Dolphins, October 31st, Halloween. Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. So we're definitely sweeping the Dolphins. You think?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know that we can publish these record.
Why? I really feel this way. They suck. What giving them wins? Because they're just what was this? The YMCA league where everybody gets a reward and a freaking medal. No, little Jimmy, you need to go work on your shot. Johnny, put the nachos down. Sarah, this is not reality TV. Make your damn free throws. That's what we're doing. Everybody don't get a trophy.
They do this week because the Texans are coming to Miami.
Oh, it's a draw. It's a tie.
It can't be a tie.
It gotta be. It's gotta be like 7-7 or like 5-5. It's a tie. It's a tie. It's dysfunction junction, man. It's a tie.
No, I've got you taking the Dolphins. We're not going any ties. There's no way you can predict the tie. Ravens at the Dolphins. First Ravens sighting. First Lamar Jackson sighting on the schedule.
Oh man, Ravens at the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins on that.
In prime time, 8:20.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
You got the Dolphins. I'm actually gonna take the Ravens.
Tua's gonna ball out.
Is Tua gonna be playing in that football game?
Yeah, Tua's gonna ball out.
Yeah, he's got to learn the playbook first. Dolphins and the Jets, November 21st. You have them at 4-6. I've got them at 4-6 as well.
Hey. Dolphins at the Jets. Is that what you just said?
The Bills are going to run away with this division.
Oh God, Dolphins at the Jets. I got to pick somebody. Give me the Dolphins.
We're in a position where if the Bills win 6 games, they're going to win. They're going to be AFC East champions.
Hey man, it's reparations for the Buffalo Bills. It's reparations. This is our reparations. We deserve an AFC banner week 7. We need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Hump Day Hotline on the Buffalo Rumblings Vidcast Network, and I would just recommend you turn this thing off. just turn it off.
It's peak off season, man.
There's got to be another live but Bills show on right now that you could be watching. Isn't Cover One doing something right now that you could probably just
every day? But we're not talking about them right now.
To Greg Thompson.
Yeah, Greg's my guy.
Just talk to those guys or listen to those guys talk.
Gotta have some fun, man.
Oh my gosh, I'm having fun. I'm sweating. I'm laughing so much. So where do we leave off? Ravens, Dolphins, Jets. November 21st. Dolphins go in to to the house that Josh Allen built. MetLife Stadium. Yeah,
it's a W. It's a W.
Definitely taking the Dolphins in that football game. Panthers at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Oh wait, crap! I actually put that on the wrong side. Yep,
Dolphins
as well. So we're both at 6-4. Or no, 6-6. I think we're at. We're 6-6. New York Giants at the Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins in that football game.
I'm taking the Giants.
Yeah,
the Giants are gonna be dope this year. You got my guy Kadarius Toney. Saquon's coming back. You got Danny Dimes over there. Hey, dog, they gonna be. Hey, Leonard Williams is balled out last year. Hey, them Giants got a chance.
The dude that I like is Evan Ingram, and what I don't understand about Evan Ingram is how dominant he was with Eli as the quarterback. And as soon as Danny Dimes entered the game, like the dude vanished, literally vanished. He was getting 30 points a game, 35 points a game with Eli in the game. And as soon as they put Danny Dimes in, the dude just doesn't look at his tight end ever.
If Ingram and Lee Smith had a baby, it's Dawson Knox. That's what it looked like.
You think?
I'm just playing.
Because I saw Dawson Knox last night at Mulberry, and I don't think he looks like those two guys.
Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, man. Evan Ingram's a good looking dude too, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I would love for the Bills to trade for him. And I think he would be dope with Dawson Knox. That'd be awesome.
I was at Mulberry last night in Lackawanna, which is an Italian restaurant. We're doing wing thing. Pat Moran's Talking Buffalo podcast. He's doing this wings thing where he's going around to just different places. And Nate Geary was there, and Matt Perino were on with him. And I just showed up because Pat threw the invite out there. Hey, if you're not doing anything tonight, like whoever's out there, come on out. So I went out. So I'm sitting there at the bar listening to them talk, and I was eating chicken wings and food. The food was fantastic, and I got to go to the bathroom, come back out. Dawson Knox is sitting at a table with his girlfriend, and I'm like,
hey.
like was this planned? Like, did you guys know he was coming? And no, the dude just walked in, so which was pretty cool. So he's a big old boy. Where do we leave off? So for all of those of you that don't live in town, that's the stuff you miss.
No, that's true. I would love to see that.
So Giants, Dolphins, we talked about. Jets at Dolphins, December 19th.
Dolphins.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have a winning football team in the AFC East besides the Buffalo Bills. December 27th, Dolphins at the Saints, 2 days after Christmas.
Saints.
This is a primetime football game. You're going to Saints. I'm probably going to the Saints as well in that football game. Dolphins at the Titans, January 2nd.
Titans
as well for me. Just as I said, we were going to have a winning football team. And you've got the Patriots and Dolphins splitting last game of the season, Patriots at Dolphins. I don't remember where we were. I'm probably going to take the Dolphins in that football game.
You know what? Give me the Dolphins. Go ahead and give me the Dolphins. They always split. So
you're at 8-9, losing season. You've got everybody in the East so far having a losing season. I'm at 9-8. That's the first winning team. That's
fair.
That we've got so far. So I would probably agree that that's probably fair as far as
I think all of our predictions have been fair and honest. The Jets suck. The Dolphins are okay, right?
I've got so many windows open. I can't see the chat to tell you whether or not the people agree with us or not. I don't know if you
do you guys agree with what we're saying tonight? Really? And I know we're having fun and we're making jokes and stuff, but like I really feel this stuff. This is not like me being funny. I really do think the Jets are trash. The Dolphins are an average NFL team, and then you got the Patriots. They don't know what they are yet, and they have quarterback problems, so they're going to suck too. They're going to be good on defense. They're going to have a decent run game, but they're going to be the same story as last year.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in the pass game? And I don't think they got it. You can't depend on a rookie quarterback and a broke arm cam. I mean, it's not going to happen.
And just for everybody in the chat, I literally had the whole thing covered up because I've got like all the schedule stuff rolling here. I've got a bunch of windows open. I'll be back to the chat in a second. So I'm not ignoring you guys. I just can't see you, unfortunately. So I apologize. But the Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to write the Buffalo Bills, and I'm going to write underneath that the 2021 Super Bowl champs. What do you think about that?
Whoa. I can't do that. I can't say that. I can't say that in good faith because that's big. That's like saying I want to marry you kind of stuff. Like that's huge.
Well, I'm married. I'm already married.
Well, yeah.
You can't marry.
Yeah, me. You are, but I'm not. I'm just saying, listen, I don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay, hang with me here. So this is the philosophy that I would give you.
You really believe that?
This is what I would give you.
Okay, let's hear it.
2020, going into the 2020 season, did the Bills meet your expectations or did they blow those expectations out of the water?
Blew them out of the water. And
you're telling me that another step like that could not be taken, and they don't have to take much more of a step to be Super Bowl champions.
No, they don't. They don't. But that's
what they need. They need Josh Allen to be a little bit better, not even a lot better. If Josh Allen, Bruce Nolan was on the show last week on the Hump Day Hotline, and Josh
Allen ain't got to be better. He don't have to be better.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Josh Allen, if we get 2020 Josh Allen forever, yes, give me 2020 Josh Allen forever. But if he gets a little bit better, and they can generate a pass rush, and that defense returns to form, if that defense finds itself in the top 5 again, like they were in 2019.
Oh man, Joe, you can't do me like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I see where you're going. I think more than the defense, I think if the offensive line is top 10.
Somebody in the chat right now, do me a favor. And I'm going to guess it's a Patriots team. Find me the last time that a Super Bowl champion had a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense at the same time.
Where is my guy Chris Yankee? He's supposed to know this.
You know what I'm saying though, right? Like normally that's not how normally like a team has a top 1, 2, 3 defense and a middle of the pack offense, or they've got a top 1, 2, 3 offense and a middle of the pack defense. The Bills legit, if they truck the same offense out there, they're going to have a top 5 offense. And if that defense returns to form, they've got a top 5 defense. Who's stopping them?
Ah, man, I know. Listen, okay, I agree. Jason, I understand what you're saying, but
Jason Taylor says if those aren't big ifs,
but they are though. They have to be.
They're not. The Bills' offense is going to return to form. They're not going to regress. There's no way this Buffalo Bills offense is going to regress.
Okay, great.
And the Bills' defense, outside of that AFC Championship game, was turning back into who they were in 2019 towards the end of the season. And their schedule, which we're about to go through, is insanely easy.
That's what worries me more than anything. If you're talking about going to the Super Bowl, that worries me. Because I think you need to be tested.
I
know they got the Titans, they got the Bucks, they got the Chiefs, right? Those are your 3 tests. But saying the Super Bowl, you got to beat Mahomes. Beat Mahomes, you change my opinion. Until you beat Mahomes, I don't want to hear it.
Well, we're going to play him in the regular season, right? We're going to
beat Mahomes.
We're going to play him on October 10th.
Josh Allen beat Mahomes. Allen beat Mahomes.
I said last year, week 6, the Bills playing the Chiefs was going to be the benchmark for where the Bills were. We were going to find out when the Bills played the Chiefs, how far they've come, how far they need to go. And that still holds true. October 10th this year, that's where we're going to find out where the Bills are against the standard.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that. But, man, I feel like I'm jinxing the season if I say the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Because it's prime off season, Richard. Like, bro, I know, but I can't. It's like, I can't do that yet. I can't do that in good faith.
Are we just gonna say 17-0, or are we gonna actually go through the Bills?
No, we're gonna go through this because I got some L's for them Bills. I got a couple L's that I like to talk about.
It's definitely not week 1 home opener Steelers at the Bills with busted Ben Roethlisberger in that offensive line. I'm a little concerned about Najee Harris, but I think the Bills. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a Steelers fan, literally this morning at the gym, and I said I think when the Bills turned the corner in the second half of that football game against the Steelers last year, they figured the Steelers out. Like it was like, okay, we got you. Like, we know what you're trying to do, and we're just going to beat you. And that's what they did. Halftime was over, and the Bills just came out and beat them. I think the Bills win that football game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
Corvette.
We both picked the Bills to beat the Dolphins. That was an easy one. Washington at Buffalo. The Washington football team is going to be a sneaky, surprising good football team this year.
That's still a win because, look, I don't care what you trot out there. Look, their defense is elite. Their defense is nasty.
Chase Young from the Ohio State University is probably one of the best defensive ends in football.
Yada, 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 whatever. So is Bruce Smith. Anyways.
Virginia Tech. I
don't care. I know where Bruce Smith is from. They still play college football. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Bills are going to beat Are you serious? You really think the Washington football team?
You're talking yourself into it right now, not me.
I'm not talking about nothing. I'm just telling you the Bills are going to smoke them.
All I said was they're going to be a sneaky good football team.
But you came in here like with that buttery voice, like, ooh, like, oh, they're going to Trojan horses, man. Like, no, the Bills are going to smack that ass. What are you talking
Ryan
about?
Fitzpatrick is going to be the football or the primary quarterback for this football team. I don't think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to beat the Buffalo Bills.
Nah. Mm-mm. I mean, he can though, but he ain't not today.
So we're both at 3-0.
Yeah,
3-0. All I said, in fairness, was
I know what you were doing. I know it was a hook, line, and sinker. I know what you were doing. You're professional. I know what you were doing.
Listen to my voice. You're getting very tired.
Exactly. That's why you better keep it moving.
Breathe in, breathe out. I was gonna do the girl, I love you, but I was gonna say Stirls, Stirls.
I know, right? Oh my God, say it again.
I can't help it, dude. It just I actually have had people ask me if this is my real voice. I'm like, yes, this is my real voice.
Yeah, dude.
I've talked to you on the telephone.
Let me tell you something. I've had some of my friends listen to you, right? And I ain't gonna lie. And they're like, females too. They'd be like, damn. Like, I'm like, I'm right here, right? He married. That's my homie. He married. So, but I'm right here, right? Like,
the problem is this right here. So no matter what I'm talking about, and right now the girls, they're all going, "Oh my gosh!" And then as soon as they go like this, they go, "Oh, never mind."
It's like that. It's like the videos where on TikTok where they like show you everything else, they don't show you their face, and then either show their face or like.
Yep, exactly. and it's a dude, like, right? Whatever that video was where the dude's like bent over the back of the car at the grocery store, and all the guys are like, "What is going on?"
And the guy goes like,
right, guy pops out. It's like, oh. Literally, that's what happens. So, so we've got the Bills beating the Washington. We're both at 3-0. Mm-hmm. The Texans, the Brokesons. We're just going to rename the Texans the Brokesons because they're broken.
I love it.
The Houston Brokesons are coming to Buffalo October 3rd. Joe Marino is going to be at this football game in Buffalo. Which one are you coming home for, by the way?
Which one I can afford? I know the opener ain't happening.
No.
Good God almighty, I saw the prices for that.
Yeah.
So whatever one you invite me to.
Oh, is that how this is working?
Ooh, I just dropped it on. You got season tickets, dog? What you talking about?
I do. So does Colt Schroeder. There's a couple guys.
Anybody in the chat? You got if any one of y'all in the chat have season tickets, or you just want to go to a game with me? Let me know. Hit me up on Twitter, and we'll make it happen. Like, I have my own money. Like, you ain't got to pay for my way.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Not only make that happen, we'll make dinner the night before happen. We'll go to we'll hang out before the game. Like, we'll do all this stuff.
Autographs, podcasts, all that.
I'm in.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm into. So Daniel Gowers has found the information we were looking for. The 1972 Miami Dolphins and 77 Cowboys were number 1 in offense and defense, and they won the Super Bowl.
Man, that's a
69 Chiefs, 71 Cowboys, 79 Steelers, 88 and 89 Niners, 91 Redskins, 92 Cowboys. I was going to say the Cowboys, the 92 Cowboys, 93 Cowboys were all top 5 in O and D.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy,
you got some look, Kristen Kimmicks, the amount of sipping on Joe's voice tonight, I mean, it's deserved, but she ain't lying. Ain't nobody simping.
I apologize. I apologize for this. Hang on a second. How do you remove your face?
You don't want to. What happened, Joe? Where'd you go, man? So you gotta leave me here with no controls over what's going on, and the Bruce exclusive just came up. I'm like, what? Bruce is here now too? Like,
this is what I wanted. So this way, I'm really attractive.
Oh man, you know you have Bruce's logo, right?
I don't know. I don't know where. I think Bruce set that up. I think he's just got that as an avatar. I'm not Bruce Nolan. Just so everybody knows, let's not start a rumor that somehow have we ever seen Joe and Bruce in the same room together? I'm not Bruce Nolan, so that is not an accurate statement. So Texans Bills, we both got the Texans. I don't even need to ask you that question. Here it comes, bro. October 10th, Buffalo, and this is where the schedule makers don't like Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills are going back to Kansas City.
Yeah, it's the Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
Man, I want to pick the Bills here.
Nice try, FBI.
Is he?
Richard Rush. No, that's not Bruce, but that's exactly what Bruce would say right now. Nice try, FBI.
Oh, what's up, Robbie? It's good to see you, bro.
Hey, man, what's going on, Robbie? How you doing? Nah, man, the Chiefs are gonna get them. We ain't ready for that. We need an L. We have to lose that game. We have to.
I gotta take the Chiefs there too. I don't want to take the Chiefs.
If you want the Bills to make it to the Super Bowl, the Bills have to lose that game.
Bills at the Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Bills. I ain't afraid of Titans. Julio Shmulio, get out of here.
I feel like I'm just following you, but I'm gonna take the Bills as well.
Over the Bills are gonna get them. The Bills, the Titans ain't all that.
Losing Jonnu Smith and Corey Davis are big for the Buffalo Bills in that football game.
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal because Derrick Henry was not a problem for them in that football game. There was a lot that had to go on with that game. The Buffalo Bills did not want to be in Tennessee last year on a Tuesday at 5:00 or whatever time that game started. However, Derrick Henry was not a problem for that football team. And even the play that we keep seeing of him like launching Josh Norman into the stands, that play does not exist. That was a penalty. There's a penalty on that play. That play does not exist. Regardless of that, Jonnu Smith and Corey Davis not being in that football game means a lot, in my opinion. Did you agree?
I agree. I totally agree. And I think that Josh Allen, I mean, we all know he's better than Tannehill. Yeah. And I think it's going to come down to quarterback play.
Yeah, I agree.
Bills have better depth.
Dolphins at the Bills. I got the Bills.
Oh, Bills.
Bills at the Jaguars. I got the Bills.
Bills. No Urban. No problem.
Bills at the Jets. I've got the Bills.
Bills.
This is a fun game. We saw the Buffalo Bills beat the Colts in the playoffs. I was at that football game with my man Jay Spence. But the Colts are coming into Buffalo November 21st. A little bit of a revenge game.
Colts are going to get them.
You think so?
I think so. Yes.
It was tight. That was a tight game. Like it came down to the knockdown at the end, right?
Yeah. No. I think it's going to be one of those. This is where McDermott, his post-game presence in the locker room is going to like really like get their mind shifted for the postseason right here. This is going to be like, well, we're having fun. Nobody can beat us really. You know, we lost to the Chiefs. We're going to lose again, but we're going to be okay.
I'm taking the Bills in this game only because next week, Bills at the Saints. I'm taking the Saints in that football game.
Okay.
What do you got?
Bills and Saints?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Saints.
Ooh, you got them losing 2 in a row.
Two in a row.
Point, the Mafia.
I need this.
The Mafia's losing their minds at this point. So you're ready. You're buckled in for the hoof pot.
Absolutely. Let me tell you why. Nights. And look, and when this happens, when they lose 2 straight, you have me back on this show because I'll be like, I told you. I told you. All right. You have me back on.
I'm just saying, like you're buckled in, you're strapped in for the hoof
That's
live.
3 losses.
You got 3 losses in a row?
No. That's
2 losses.
Three total losses.
Yeah,
Chiefs,
but you got them losing 2 in
Saints.
a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
The Mafia is going to be calling for Josh Allen to be benched if they lose 2 in a row.
That's okay. We ain't going nowhere.
Overreaction Podcast. That's where I got that name from. Not because I overreact, but I named it because that's what you guys do. Not you, Sturls, but you people in the chat. That's what you guys do. Overreact. Literally overreact. So
Last like what?
Patriots at the Buffalo Bills, December 6th. I'm taking the Bills in that football game.
I'm taking the Bills.
Bills at Buccaneers, December 12th in Tampa.
Bucks.
I got to take the Bucks too in that football game.
Taking the Bucks.
Which doesn't. This is the moment where it starts making my Super Bowl prediction not look great.
No, the Bills' offensive line are not ready for that. The Bucks' defensive line.
I think it's the opposite. I think the Bucks' offensive line or the Bills' defensive line isn't ready for the Bucks' offensive line.
They're solid in the trenches. They are solid, but I think, man, the Bucks' D tackles, their whole defensive line is just nasty. I'm telling you, man, they ain't ready for that.
I love.
They ain't ready for that.
Bruce Arians' comments. Yeah, I just went out there and I told my football team that you guys haven't won anything yet, and I'm like, they returned 22 of 22 starters. This team won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Somebody's let Bruce know that his team won a Super Bowl last year because all 22 guys came back. But yeah.
Listen, that ain't happening. Bills ain't winning that game.
Panthers at the Bills, December 19th. That is a W.
Oh, for sure.
Bills at Patriots. Did the Patriots squeak one out? And did the Bills go 5-1 in the division? They're going 6-1, 6-0.
They're 6-0, baby.
You got the Bills there too. Man, I just see Belichick stealing one.
No, not this year. It ain't happening.
I'm taking the Patriots in that football game.
Why?
Because I got to have my heart broken. The Bills do it.
You don't think 3 out of 4 games is heartbreaking?
I don't have those. I don't have 3 out of 4 games.
Oh,
you
I do.
Got that. Yeah,
I do. Okay. We done had enough heartbreak.
The heartbreaker last year was the Cardinals game. Dude, I remember where I was, and I'm not trying to necessarily talk about the Cardinals. Who gives a crap about the Cardinals? But when Josh Allen rolls to his left and throws that impossible football to Stephon Diggs at the corner of the end zone, he catches it for a touchdown, and they take the lead with 30-something seconds left. I was like, Super Bowl. That was the moment where I was like, oh my gosh. Wherever I was before on Josh Allen and this football team, I was now vaulted to 10, right? And then I couldn't talk for 45 minutes after that football game.
That was rough. That felt like Bills losing Super Bowl.
It felt like the Bills losing the Super Bowl because you knew all the highlight shows were going to be what Josh Allen did on that last drive and he threw to Stephon Diggs, and all of a sudden it mattered not. It was erased from history.
A clutch moment. I mean, that's a Josh Allen signature moment right there.
Exactly. Yeah. On a ball that was almost impossible to throw and impossible to catch. He threw it to the right guy, the right spot. It was just unbelievable. Anyway, so they've got to break my heart. So this is the game the Bills break my heart. So December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Okay.
In New England, in Foxborough. So it all makes sense. My phone is blowing up, and I don't know why. Oh, Spencer's texting me. So Falcons at the Buffalo Bills, January 2nd. There is no way that the Atlanta Falcons, who play in a dome, are coming to Buffalo January 2nd and winning a football game. I got the Bills in that game.
Bills all the way. Bills ain't losing another game this season.
Yeah, and then we are all the way to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I got you, boo. I got you.
I see what you did there. All the way to the AFC Championship game. That's as far as I'm going to take it.
Gotcha. So that's where we're at. So what I've ended up with was 13-4, and you've got the Bills at 13-4 as well. How about that?
That's reasonable.
I think that's what I actually picked them at when Marino and I went on the Overreaction pod. I think I picked him at 13-4. He was not willing to commit, which I totally get and totally respect. He was not willing to commit at that point in time to a record prediction. But I've got them I had them at 13-4 then. I've got them at 13-4 now. So they were at 13-3 last year, right? Does that work out? Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know. So I'm going to I'll read these back to everybody in the chat. We've been on for a really long time. So I appreciate all you guys hanging with us. We've got, who do we do first? We did the Patriots, right? 7-10 was me. 6-11 was you. The Jets, we've got at 3-14. You've got them at 1-16.
Love it.
The Fish, the Dolphins, I've got it 9-8. You have it 8-9, and the Buffalo Bills 13-4. We both agreed at 13-4, and we got there differently, but we both have them. No, we don't. You've got them sweeping the division. I have them going 5-1 in the division.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12-0 in the last 2 years in the division.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Happening.
So we got to wrap this thing up. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. Anything you want to say? Any final words? This was fun.
No, this was fun, man. Thanks for having me on, Spence. I hope everything works out for you, my bro. Get your power back on or get in the house or whatever you got to do. But
yeah, twofold. He had a couple things. Yeah, power back on. Yep, for sure.
Yeah. So no, man, I appreciate you thinking of me, having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was funny. The whole thing just kind of worked out because I threw on your show and was listening to it. And I texted you, and right around the time we were talking was when Spence let me know that his power was out. He's like, we might have a problem, and I was like, he's like, you might want to find a replacement. And that's when I was like, hey, guess what? You might be up, and you're like, I'm in.
Absolutely. Anytime I can be a hump day, I'm there.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the Hump Day Hotline on the Buffalo Rumblings Vidcast Network. My name is Joe Miller. I am the host of the Hump Day Hotline. You can find me on Twitter at Joe Miller Wired, here with my guest co-host, Sterling Furrow. Sterling, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, Furrow Sterling on Twitter at the Cover One Network is where you can find me.
Yep. And we love you guys. We appreciate you being a part of the show. Everybody's saying goodbye. Thank you guys for being with us this evening. We love you. And I'm just going to say, go Bills.
See ya.
You got to know that ain't what you say. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Hey.
Go Bills. There it is.